and welcome back to our third and our final class of the Beginner's Guide to Yoga series. Hopefully by now you're feeling a little bit more confident in your body and also in the practice. And by now maybe you have a little bit more insight and understanding as to what yoga is and what it feels like. So knowing that it isn't just about how you move across your mat, but also what it feels like on the inside. We'll begin towards the top edge of our mats. So moving the block if you sat down on it, and we'll find our ragdoll. So feet at hip width, or a little bit further, a little bit closer together, whatever feels right for your body. Closing down the eyes, slight bend through the knees, and I want you just to start to sway side to side. Releasing through the back of the head and the neck. The torso becomes heavy as you fold forward. Shake the head, yes. Yes, I'm awesome. Shake the head, no. No, I won't let anything get to me today. And then choose a ragdoll variation. You can stay here and sway side to side, maybe draping the fingertips across the top edge of the mat. Maybe interlacing, holding on to opposite elbow and continuing to sway side to side. Or maybe you'd even like to interlace the hands at the sacrum, the lower back. Palms of the hands together, not just the fingers. And from here, drawing the hands up and over towards the top edge of the mat. Relax the head. Getting a beautiful shoulder opening at the same time. How do your hamstrings feel today? How does the body feel? The physical body? How's the emotional body? The mental body? What's going on? How are you feeling? How's the heart? And then relaxing the hands down. We'll trace the fingertips up the front of the legs for 10, 9, chin tucks to the chest, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling all the way up to stand. Find your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Toes together, heels slightly apart or feet at hip width. Take your time, find a balance. Shift the weight forwards, back, sideways, diagonally, whatever feels good. Plugging down through the feet, lifting up through the knees. Slight tuck of the pelvis, shoulders reach down the back towards the mat. Crown of the head lifts up. Palms forward, fingers spread active. Eyes closed down and breathing into the pit of the belly. Arriving on our mats. Consciously releasing anything that doesn't serve you. Holding on to only that which will help to heal, to expand, and to ground. Gifting yourself this time, the energy, this practice. We'll move through some slow sun salutations. As you inhale, hands reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Maybe the palms come to touch and maybe you look up at your hands. And then as you exhale, hinge forward, hands through heart, forward fold, Uttanasana. Shake the neck out. Inhale, halfway lift, come up onto the fingertips to the shins or to a block. And then exhale, plant the palms and step or jump back, high plank. Inflate through the upper back, lift the front of the heart space forwards. Plug down through the index fingers and the thumbs. Rotate the inner part of the elbows towards one another, slight bend in the elbows. Inhale. Exhale as you lower the knees. Lower the chest and the chin. Keep the hips lifted, elbows stay tucked in. And then inhale, hips lower, baby cobra, shoulders roll down the spine, knees lift, pinky edges of the feet press into the mat. Exhale, melt back down. One more, inhale, shoulders roll, lift up. And then as you exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Find your downward facing dog. Take the dog for a walk, shift the weight sideways from one foot to the other. Opening up and taking your time to create some space in the hamstrings. The hamstrings are especially tight if you're a runner and you find that you don't often take enough time to stretch out before or after you go for a run or a walk. Or if you're in an office job and your body just isn't used to moving in these ways. So please feel free to give it the time and the space that it needs to open up completely. Fully releasing. Bending through the knees, lifting the heels, blossoming open the sit bones. Or maybe straightening the knees, plugging the heels down as you keep rolling the underarms together across the front of the chest, lengthening through the spine. Inhale, bend the knees, look forwards. Step, jump or float, top edge of the mat, however you like to travel. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the earth, shins or blocks, lengthen through the back of the neck. And then exhale, forward fold, all the way to the mat, surrender. Inhale, root to rise, all the way to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, hands to heart. Press the thumbs into the sternum. Connect to the heart beating within. Eyes closed down. Explore the breath. As we take a moment or two here, perhaps inviting an intention for your practice. Offering your practice to something or someone. Perhaps gifting it to yourself as time for self-pleasure, for self-awareness, for introspection. Maybe offering it to someone else in particular, someone who you know could do with a bit of love and thoughts and magic sent their way. Maybe you offer it to the universe. Just offer it out, generally speaking, knowing and trusting that whoever and whatever needs it will feel it. I sometimes find it really humbling to offer my practice to future generations and to future children that I might have, knowing that this will keep me soft and grounded. Opening up through the heart. Inhale, take a deep breath into the belly. Exhale and soften. Choosing to keep the eyes closed if that's there for you. And we'll move through our Sane with a little bit more fluidity, but keeping it nice and slow and relaxed through the breath. Allow the breath to guide the movements. Inhale, hand sweep up, Urdhva Hastasana. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. 3, 2, 1. Relax the head, the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. 3, 2, 1. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms and step back. Lower down, Chaturanga, optional lower the knees. The chest, the chin, the hips stay raised. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog if it's there for you. Thighs and knees lift. 3, 2, 1. Expand the heart. Exhale, lift the hips, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. 3, 2, 1. Full breath to reset. Inhale. Open the mouth, let it go. Bend the knees, look forward, step, jump or float, top edge of the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway lift. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, root to rise, all the way to stand. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands to heart. 3, 2, and 1. Thumbs against the sternum. Inhale fully. Exhale and soften. Beautiful. Let's keep it slow and we'll move again. Inhale, hands rise. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold, hands through heart or swan dive, hands come out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway lift. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant the palms, step back through your chaturanga. Optional lower the knees, chest, chin. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, up dog or cobra. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, down dog. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, breathe it in. Open the mouth, breathe it out. Inhale, bend the knees, look forwards. Travel top edge of the mat. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway lift. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold. 3, 2, 1. Reach to the sky. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands to heart. 3, 2, and 1. Deep breath. Beautiful. Gently blinking open the eyes. Corner edges of the mouth can lift. And smile at yourself. Give yourself a big, energetic smile. One of the ones that reach ear to ear, and they're contagious if anyone was to look at you. Maybe even wrap the arms around yourself and give yourself a hug, a loving squeeze and hug. Thank yourself for gifting yourself this time. It's such a simple thing, but it makes the whole world of a difference. And then releasing back, finding your Tadasana. Inhale. We'll find our chair pose. Toes together, heels slightly apart. Bring the weight into the heels as the hands lift up and you sink back into the hips. Roll the shoulders down the spine. Fingers energized. Lift the 10 toes up and then place them back down. Bring the weight into the heels even more. Sink a little deeper, a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, as the hands sweep back, we'll find diver's pose. Lift the heels up, balance on the balls of the feet. Palms face down or out and thumbs lift up. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, diver's pose, hinge forwards. Inhale to chair. Exhale, divers. I like diver's pose because I feel like I'm one of those statues at the Olympics, about to dive into a pool. Inhale to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms and step back through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right toes to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step between the hands. This time lower the back knee down and untuck the back toes. We'll find Anjaneyasana. If you have a block or two blocks and you would like those under the hands on either side of the foot, please feel free to do that. Or arms can simply rise up. Exhale, take the hands behind the back of the head, interlace the fingers, and then draw the elbows together across the front of the face. Lift the heart space and energetically draw the front heel, the right heel, towards the back edge of the mat as you lift up, engage through the core, turn on the left glute, the left side of the buttocks. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe under, straighten through the back knee, and as you inhale, right wing opens up, twisted lunge. Exhale, hold. Keep pulling up through the top fingertips. Inhale. As we exhale, we'll find our monkey twist. Heel toeing the right foot down the mat a couple of paces. Coming onto the blade edge of both feet. So the side edge of the front foot and the back foot. Lower the hips down to the ground and you should feel a really juicy stretch through the outer hip on the right side. The right hand comes back down towards the left foot. Inhale, lift the hips, right hand comes up and over towards the top edge of the mat, palm faces down. And then exhale, lower the hips back down, our monkey twists. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist monkey. Inhale all the way up and over, plant the palms and step back through your vinyasa. Option again for the variation of lowering the knees, the chest and the chin. Hips stay lifted. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky, three-legged dog. And then exhale, step between the hands. Keep pushing down through the palms of the hands as you step forward. Lower the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Inhale, arms rise, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, hands to the back of the head, fingers interlace. Draw the elbows together across the front of the face. Lift up through the heart space. Engage through the right glute and energetically draw the left heel towards the back edge of the mat. Feel that lift. Inhale. As you exhale, hands frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe under, straighten through the back knee. Inhale, left wing rises. Open up completely. Keep straightening through the back knee if you can and lifting up through the top fingertips. Lift up, lift up. Inhale. On our exhale, we'll find our monkey twist. Heel toe the front foot down a couple of paces. Come onto the blade edge of both feet. Lower the hips down and the left hand reaches back edge of the mat. Inhale, hips lift. Left hand comes up and over, palm facing down. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Oh, I love monkey twists. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. On this one, we'll go all the way up and over. Inhale, plant the palms. Step back through your vinyasa. Lower the knees, the chest, and the chin. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Up dog, thighs and knees lift, heart expands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right toes to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl, knee to nose. Inhale, expand up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Stack the shoulders above the wrists. Hinge forwards and keep the right knee up and towards the right underarm. Inhale, extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, twist across the body, right knee to left elbow. From here, I want you to begin to extend the right toes towards the top left edge of the mat. Lower the left heel down at the back, and then maybe extend the left fingertips up, fallen triangle. So we're in a beautiful twist here. Keep lifting the hips, lifting the hips. The top hand can reach up or maybe all the way up and over, stretching through the left side body. Full breath in. Exhale, plant the palm. Step back, lower down through vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, left toes lift, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl. Shift forward, shoulders above the wrists, left knee all the way in. Inhale, extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Keep lifting the left knee up. Inhale, extend. And twist across, left knee to right elbow. As you inhale, extend the left toes out, right edge of the mat. Come onto the blade edge of the back foot. And then the right fingertips reach all the way up, or maybe all the way up and over. If you find the opening here, feel it rainbow through the side of the body. Keep lifting the hips. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palm. Step back through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower the knees down, bring the hips back to the heels and find your child's pose. Remembering that child's pose is your safe zone, a place that you can come back to at any moment. Feel into the child's pose, wiggle the hips side to side. Bring the weight backwards, maybe even lift the palms up, pressing through the fingertips. Choosing to stay here or walking the hands in towards the body if you would like a wrist stretch. Taking the fingers towards the body, the inner wrist towards the front edge of the mat. And then just gently creating circles over the tops of the wrists. Can drop the head and gently sway it side to side. Stretching through the back of the neck. Maybe bending the elbows slightly in towards the body for a deeper stretch. And then flipping the palms up. Top of the hand down, fingers still towards the body. Wrist towards the top edge of the mat. And again, any gentle movements, any gentle sways that feel nice. Yoga is so individual for you. So the way it looks, yes, there's 7 billion different people in this world, which means that there is going to be 7 billion different ways to do each and every pose, and all of them are perfect. All of them are honoring you in that exact moment, in that time. And that's what's really important and really beautiful about the practice. It doesn't expect anything of you. And it's up to us to be able not to expect anything of ourselves as well. Walk the hands up into the body. Make fists. And then place the knuckles together, elbows stay out. So with the hands at heart space, from here, keeping the knuckles together, begin to extend the hands away from the body, straightening through the arms. Ooh, and you'll probably get a really deep stretch through the forearms. And then back in towards the body. Inhale, extend, straighten the arms. Exhale, bring it back in. Last one, inhale. Exhale, bring it back. Nice. Walk the hands back out. And from here, we're just going to step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lizard lunge. Option 1 is to stay here, hugging the knee in towards the shoulder, maybe even coming up onto a block if you like, squeezing through the left glute, and feel that opening up through the left hip flexor. Keep the heart space open and forwards. Option 2, maybe you'd like to be down onto the hands, keep lifting the heart forward. Or maybe if it's there for you, moving down onto the forearms, onto a block, or maybe onto the forearms, flat onto the earth. Keep hugging the right knee in towards the right shoulder and lifting the heart up and open. Maybe you'd like the variation to roll out onto the blade edge of the right foot, so the outer edge towards the right hand side. And from here you can even splay the right knee out and use the right hand to push the knee out gently. Find a space that feels really deep and juicy, but really opening and really good. That's what yoga is. It's all about feeling good. Choose to stay here, or maybe you'd even like to reach back with the right hand. Grab onto the left foot and choose to either hug the left heel in towards the glutes, getting a quad stretch down the left quad, or maybe kicking the left heel back towards the back edge of the mat, opening up through the heart space. I love lizard pose. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palm. Step back, narrow knee, child's pose. Inhale, lift up. And we'll move forward, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Find your lizard lunge on this side. Don't expect it to be the same as the other side. Honor wherever your body's at, and knowing that the different sides of the body are going to feel different and more open or less open at different times throughout the day, throughout your life. So taking the time to find whatever variation feels right for you on this side. Lifting the heart, palms pressed down, allowing the left knee to come into the left shoulder, using a block on the hands, forearms perhaps, or all the way down onto the earth. Choose to roll out to the blade edge of the left foot, allowing the knee to gently move to the left edge. And staying here, or maybe reaching back, grabbing onto the right foot and choosing the quad stretch, drawing the heel in towards the glutes, or the heart opener, kicking the heel back, opening up through the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Planting the palms and stepping back through your child's pose. Inhale, let's come up. Tabletop position, shoulders stack above the wrists, hips above the knees. Plant the left palm in the center of the mat. Inhale, the right wing goes all the way up. Expand. And then as you exhale, thread the right hand underneath the left shoulder. Come down onto the right shoulder, and the right cheek, the right temple. The right palm will be facing up towards the sky. And from here, the left hand can stay where it is, can reach up towards the top edge of the mat, up towards the sky perhaps, or maybe half bind, wrapping the left hand around to the inner right thigh. From here, rolling the right side of the chest even further towards the sky. Breathe it in. Exhale, plant the left hand back down. Inhale, extend the right wing all the way back up. Unthread. And then exhale, back to center. Plant the right palm in the center of the mat. And we'll go for the other side. Inhale, left hand goes up. As you exhale, thread underneath. Left palm stays up, come down onto the right cheek, the right temple. Right hand can stay where it is. Reach forward, top edge of the mat. Up towards the sky, or half bind around behind the back, grabbing onto the inner left thigh. Open up through the heart, through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, plant the right palm back down. Inhale, expand. Left wing goes back up. Exhale, back to neutral. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, right toes to the sky, three-legged dog. And then exhale, step between the hands. Keep the back knee lifted, open up the heart, come up onto the fingertips. As you inhale, find our crescent lunge. Arms reach up, palms face in, fingers active. Plug down through the front heel, plug back towards the back edge of the mat with the back heel. And then draw both heels towards one another, feel that lift. Engage through the left glute, lifting up through the outer ribs. Inhale. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Back heel turns flat, blade edge of the back foot with the weight, and then sinking down into the front thigh, looking over the front fingertips. Fingers spread away, shoulders melt down the spine. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. And then exhale, extended side angle, right elbow to right knee. The left hand comes all the way over, top edge of the mat, palm facing down. Drop the left shoulder away from the ear. Inhale. Exhale. Option if you'd like to find a half bind here, which is what we just did in the other pose, down on our hands and knees. Wrapping the top hand, the left hand around to the inner right thigh. From here, keep rolling the right side of the chest up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale as you begin to straighten through the front knee. Trikonasana triangle pose. If you know you like to use the block. Taking the block beneath the right hand. The left hand can stay bound, wrapped around the back to the inner thigh. Or maybe extending the left fingertips up towards the sky. Lift up through the right kneecap. Slight tuck of the pelvis. And then extend and reach up through the fingertips. Full breath in. Full breath out. Choose to stay in triangle if you would like to, or if you would like to find a balance, we'll find balancing half moon. Bending through the right knee, reaching forwards. If you have a block, choose to have it into the right hand. And we'll move forward. The right hand will come towards the top edge of the mat, down towards the earth, and the left foot will kick up and open. Balancing half moon. So the right toes face forwards, left fingertips reach up. Left toes dorsiflex towards the face as the hip opens up towards the side. Inhale. Exhale. Full breath in. And then as you exhale, hands frame the front foot, stepping back, and we'll find our vinyasa, your variation. There's so many different variations of every single pose, including vinyasas. So at any time, if a different variation is calling to you, please take that, honor yourself. Inhale, left toes to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale as you step between the hands, lift the heart, come up onto the fingertips. Inhale, crescent lunge, you know where we're going. Exhale, hold. Back heel plugs back edge of the mat. Try to straighten through the back knee if that's there for you. Enjoy that juicy opening through the right hip flexor. Engage through the left glute. Lift up through the outer armpits, through the outer ribs. Shoulders drop down, fingers active. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Open up the arms. Back heel turns flat. Bending into the front thigh. Hips face the right edge of the mat. Gaze over the front fingertips. Find that lift. Pull the heels towards one another. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Left hand goes up. And then exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow, left knee. Right hand comes to the top edge of the mat, palm facing down. Drop the shoulder away from the ear. Engage through the right glute. And keep rolling the left side of the chest all the way up. Choose to stay or option for half bind, reaching the right hand around to the inner left thigh. Keep opening up through the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full breath in. And on the exhale, we'll find our Trikonasana. Option to use the block again under the left hand and straightening through the left knee. You can stay with the half bind or you can choose to open up. Lifting up through the front kneecap. Weight comes into the blade edge of the back foot. Draw both heels in towards one another. Lift up through the fingertips. Lift up. Inhale. Exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. Choose to stay, or if you want to try the balance, bending into the left knee, looking forward, shifting the gaze, and then lifting up the right foot, balancing half moon, left hand to the block, right fingertips to the sky. The right hip opens up, right toes move towards the face. Inhale. Exhale. Full breath in. As you exhale, step back, hands frame the front foot through your vinyasa. Inhale, open. Exhale to child's pose. Full breath. Let's reset. And let it go. Moving through tabletop. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. We're almost done. You've done so well. Inhale, right toes to the sky, three-legged dog. And then as you exhale, we'll find our half pigeon, bringing the right knee behind the right wrist, the right ankle behind the left wrist, and lowering down towards the earth. So pigeon is a really intense hip opener, hip stretch, and you'll feel it through the psoas, through the hip, through the glutes. Feel free to take a block and place it under the right hip, so under the hip of the bent knee. And this will give you a little bit more support and lift and length. If you find that you don't need it, that's completely okay. I know that a lot of people assume that with pigeon, the front knee has to be parallel with the top edge of the mat, and that's not the case. To fully embody this pose and to find your full expression, please feel free to maneuver and to move and to adjust and to become curious about what it feels like to move the heel into specific or different places. So I like it further in towards the groin. And from here, flexing through the right foot, toes come back up towards the right knee, and this will help to protect the knee and the ankle. I always like to look back at my back leg and make sure that it's not splayed out to one side or the other. And then with the hips facing forward, you can choose to stay up on the fingertips, engaging through the left glute. Or maybe you'd like to find a sleeping pigeon, choosing to take the option to come down maybe onto the forearms, relax through the back of the neck. Or maybe all the way down, melting forwards over the front shin. Hands reach out, lengthen through the spine. Inhale, draw the belly button towards the top edge of the mat. And then exhale, hinge forwards. Find your spot. And then feel free to hang out here. Trying to resist the urge to move, to fidget. Using the breath to breathe into any areas of the body that are tight or tense. Relaxing through the face, through the forehead, the cheeks. Relaxing the lips, relax the shoulders. Relax the hands. Relax the heart. And then walking the hands back in towards the body. Tucking the back toe under. As we inhale, we'll find our three-legged dog, open up through the hip. Option to bend the right knee, draw the right heel towards the glutes. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky, three-legged dog. And then exhale, pigeon on the left side. The left heel comes behind the right wrist, and the left knee comes behind the left wrist. Finding your pigeon on this side. Again, becoming curious as to what it feels like to have the heel at a different place. Trying to get the hips to face forwards. Using the block under that left hip if you'd like it. A little bit of height and elevation. Looking back at the back foot, making sure that it's in line with the body. Lifting up onto the fingertips. Opening up through the heart space. Choosing to stay or choosing to softly surrender. Down onto the forearms, onto a block, or all the way flat down. Taking 5 long, slow breaths. Surrendering the ego. Creating space for magic to move through you and to manifest. Hip openers are quite intense. And a lot of the time, they can be quite emotionally stimulating. So if at any point you find that if you are in a hip opener and you just start crying and you don't even know why, just enjoy it. Just know that it's working, it's doing its job, and it's just energy moving through you. I didn't say it on the other side, but pigeon can be also quite intense on the knees, and if you know that you have bad knees, you can always choose to do pigeon on your back, supine. So if you're enjoying staying here, please feel free to stay, or I will show you the supine version, which you probably already know. It looks just kind of like a running stretch. Coming onto your back, placing the outer edge of one foot on top of the other knee, allowing the knee to splay out to the side, and then choosing to stay or to interlace the hands behind the base knee and hugging it in towards the body. So you'll still get that beautiful deep stretch through the outer hip, but you won't get any of the knee intensity or pain. If you're in front pigeon, walking the hands back up into the body, tucking the back toe under, and as you inhale, three-legged dog, left foot sweeps all the way up. And then exhale, option to bend the knee, open up the hip. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the knees back down, swing the legs around towards the front edge of the mat. We'll find our Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Hanging on to the sit bones, the fleshy part, and pulling it out from underneath you. Legs extend out towards the top edge of the mat. Toes dorsiflex in. Choose to grab your strap, a rope, whatever you have around you, and you can loop it around the balls of the feet, back in towards the body, on any length so that you get a little bit more room to play as well. And then use the hands to pull the rope in towards the heart space. Lift the chest open, the shoulders hug together towards the top of the back. And from here, you can begin to hinge forward at the hips. So you may like to just walk the hands down further as you go, and you'll find that you gently open up and create a little bit more space and room to enjoy this posture. Paschimottanasana, forward fold. If you're super flexible and for some reason it seems like your body doesn't have any hamstrings. I know a couple of people who can just fold flat at any time of the day without stretching and they don't even feel it. And if that's you, you may even like to grab a block and put it on the other side of your feet. Keep lifting the heart space forwards. You can choose to use the block this way. Stack a couple of blocks up, maybe if you need more room, or even using it fully lengthways and finding the fold. That's a bit intense for me. Finding a space to just enjoy. And walking the hands back in towards the hips. We'll take a twist. Right foot comes to the outer edge of the left knee, sole of the foot flat on the ground, and the left foot keeps dorsiflexing up towards the face. Take the right hand behind the sacrum. Inhale, left fingertips reach up. And then as you exhale, hook the left elbow to the outer right knee, opening up. Inhale, lift through the spine, grow tall. And then as you exhale, deepen the twist. Maybe look back over the back shoulder. Inhale, grow tall, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, release back to center. And we'll swap sides. Taking the left foot, sole flat to the outer edge of the right knee. Left hand comes behind the sacrum. Inhale, right fingertips go up. Exhale, right elbow outside of the left knee. Twist across. Keep flexing the right toes all the way up. Inhale, lengthen, grow tall. Exhale and twist. Inhale. Exhale. Again, I love twists. They help so much with cleansing and rinsing and detoxing and digestion. It's like a hug for all of the internal organs. And to finish, actually, I'll do a nice version of child's pose, which again is really good for digestion, which might be a little bit OTT, over the top, too much information for a lot of people. But yoga is so good for digestion and getting everything moving, which you'll learn to love. Making fists with the hands, we'll hug the fists in towards the belly. So from here, I want you to actually hug all the organs in as you inhale and suck them all in towards the spine, and then push the fists further in towards the belly, towards the spine. Move them around, give them a little bit of a massage, and then we'll fold forward over the hands and then breathing into the fists, allowing the magic to work wonders. So inhale, belly in. Hug the fists in, and then exhale, folding forwards. Forehead comes to the mat. Feel free to stay still here or to keep finding little movements with the fists, massaging your insides. Don't worry about any noises, little belly gurgles. It's just your belly talking to you saying, thank you, I needed that. Two more breaths. Last one. And finding your way back up into a comfortable seat. Finding a block if you would like it. I always like to elevate on a block. It just feels more open, more comfortable. Again, giving yourself the time and space for a shavasana if you would like to invite that in, or choosing just to find a comfortable seat. Closing down the eyes. Take a deep breath in. Fill the belly, feel the lower ribs. expand through the lungs. And then exhale, soften. Inhale, expand the belly, the ribs expand, the lungs fill. And exhale, soften. Bring the palms to touch and take the thumbs to the third eye, the space between the brows. Looking up towards that beautiful sky. May you have thoughts of wisdom and clarity, invention and creation. Together may we understand and remember. Take the thumbs to the lips. May you speak words of kindness and compassion. May you have the courage to speak your truth and to stand up for what you believe in, for what you know to be right. May our words be warm and welcoming, inviting and uniting. Take the hands to the heart space. Bow the head to the heart, the chin to the chest, in deep reverence of the innate power that runs through our bones. That magnificent magic that weaves throughout humanity, connecting and binding us all. From my heart to yours, thank you again for being open, to being receptive, to being courageous, to stepping away from the ego and surrendering to something greater than yourself. It takes a lot of softness and a lot of strength to be able to do that. The love and light in me recognizes, sees, and honors and loves that same light inside of each of you. Together we say, Namaste.